Shorty. Listen, bright lights, plenty women, bottle out the bottle, so you know the boy spending. I'm chillin', New York Yankee on.
That means nothing.
Well, welcome back to the show. Our next guest is in the building. I'm not even going to try to say your name. So could you please introduce yourself to the people out there?
Sure. What up, everybody? My name is Acire.
Acire.
Yes.
Right, it's Acire, like tire.
Acire in the building.
And you know what? I tried to use it as an example before. You know, somebody's like a Kyra or and I'm like fire, like it's a fire.
Right.
But
Your name, yours like how Django is.
Right. I don't know what it
Right.
explain it.
People get confused with all them letters. Just say it, nigga.
That's what's up. So for the people that's unfamiliar with you, tell a little something about yourself.
All right, from Chicago, so I'm definitely proud to say that because Chicago is definitely doing some big things right now as far as the industry. Besides that, I do marketing and promo downtown. You can catch me at Funky Buddha on Fridays, and I'm now working with Dynasty over at L26 restaurant on Tuesdays with comedians. Sean Morgan.
Good boy, Sean Morgan.
Yeah, I'll be working with him on Tuesdays, so you'll see me up there live. Besides that, I do marketing for artists. I got into that because I started off as an R&B artist myself, but if you don't have someone to push you, like, you know, kind of how you have like Monica's mom and Usher's mom, if you don't have that or nobody to tell you anything about the industry, you're doing it by yourself, then you know what I'm saying, you don't know the business, it's extremely hard. So started off as an R&B artist, and I was, you know, super young, trying to do it on my own, and you run into producers, you know what I'm saying, who, oh yeah, let's work together, and it goes from that to, all right, so this is a song, right, and so you hungry? Let's go get something to eat.
Take your drawers off.
You know, exactly, you know, and at the end of it all, I don't have a track, we don't have any work done, there's nothing, you know, accomplished. So I got sick of that, and again, doing it on my own, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take a step back for a minute, and I'm going to go get some books, and I'm going to learn this industry on my own. I'm going to do my own reading about contracts and everything like that, and that's kind of how I got into doing marketing.
That's what's up. So tell us a little bit about your company, Dynasty Marketing and Promotions.
Gotcha. Dynasty Marketing and Promotions is both, well, the marketing part is when it comes down to artists or anybody that's looking to build their brand, but I mainly work in the music field, and as far as promotions, as far as promotions, that's the nightlife part, which they both go hand in hand because it keeps me in the now with everybody. Right. So if I'm out in the nightlife, I see what everybody is listening to, I see what they rocking to, I get in tune with DJs. So on the marketing side, I can come to the nightlife and say, yo, this is what we have going on. So I kind of keep them both, you know, together.
Okay, that's what's up.
What are some things that you love and hate about your job?
Oh man, okay. What I love about my job is being able to hear a lot of different music, being able to have a lot of different people reach out to me and see how passionate they are about what they want to do. What I hate about my job is, given that Dynasty is my brand, even if they have money and I'm a startup business, and you know, I have no problem saying that I'm new to everything I'm doing. I've been doing it for like 2 years. But the point is that just because they have the money don't mean that you can take it, because if they're not hot, you got to be the one to tell them. Somebody got to tell them. And so kind of what I'm known for is I'm blunt. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem being like, no, that ain't good.
You'll tell the artist that like they shitty right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
In a nice way. No.
I try. I mean, my thing is this, and I'm not arrogant in the least, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like I want somebody to tell me I got something on my face. I don't care if you know me or not.
Right.
Yo,
tell me I got this booger.
Exactly.
Please.
And if you've been doing this forever, and then you know, everybody in the hood is rocking with you, that's cool because them your people. But when you're trying to go mainstream and when you're trying to do something big and you want somebody to be behind you, it's like, so you've been doing this for 20 years, and you 35, you rapping, and okay, cool, you real hungry about it. Let me hear something. Let me see what you got. And then it's like, oh, okay, you know. Then they're like, so what can you do for me? And I'm like, nothing. You know, and they're like, man, you know, it's like that. I mean, how much do you? I'm like, it's not about charge all the time. And that's what kind of stops this kind of business, is because it's like, you want to take the money because you want to be able to excel and do other things and have money to help your artists with other things. But if you know it's not going to go nowhere, then it was pointless in the beginning.
Right.
Because then they could be like, oh, you work with him? Or you doing this marketing? He sucks. Or, you know, then that don't help me.
Right.
Well, speaking of working with artists, we see that you've worked with Drew Sidora and former guest of the Jay Davis show. Is it Sinatra? Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Sinatra.
Yes.
How was it working with both of those artists?
You know what? I can honestly say that it was a learning experience working with Drew Sidora. And honestly, the way that happened was she had a mixer at Betty Blue Star. She came to town with her manager, and she was signed to Slip and Slide at the time. She played some snippets. I'm the type of person, kind of what got me into marketing in the first place.
Wait,
was
real quick, you said Slip and Slide? That's Trick Daddy label, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So,
They learned something new today.
So when I'm out and about at something like that, instead of being so like into what's going on with the forefront, I kind of stand in the background and I listen to the consumers and find out what they're saying. And it was a lot of people there, and it was like, Drew Sidora, that's her real name? I thought that was just a girl from the game. That's she really?
I did too. I thought that was a chick from the game.
I'm standing there, you know, in the background, like everybody is, you know, going crazy. I'm like, okay, how can I make this work for me, you know, and work for her? Because a lot of people didn't even know that she was from Chicago. So I pulled one of the people aside that invited me, her publicist, and I was like, I really don't mean to come off, you know, a certain way. I'm like, but how can nobody really know who she is here in Chicago? She, you know, from here. What y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I mean no disrespect, because y'all are industry, like y'all are above what I'm doing right now, but if it's something that I can do to help the Chicago market with her, let me know. I was like, you know, I can send you something to kind of give you a pitch on some things, some ideas that might work for her, because you got, you know, billboards, you got Demi Lovo on 106 in Park, you know, doing her thing. She's doing her thing now on the radio show. She wears like the tutus and stuff, right? Like she's kind of like rock or pop. I'm like, she like the Hannah Montana of Chicago, and Drew Sidora, and you've been on the big screen and nobody knows
who you are.
So he was like, well, talk to the manager. So I had to go and say this all over again. So I went and I put a manager aside, and he like, yo, for real? He like, hit me up in the morning. As soon as you wake up, he like, don't even go to the bathroom. Call my phone. Let me know what you can do. So I called him, talked to him, and we met up, and he gave me an opportunity, basically, which was good for me because I got to see some of the things that I probably now can incorporate with Sinatra and anybody else that I get to work with, because she is big, just not Chicago. So at that point, the first thing we did, we started getting Team Drew Sidora created. So I was on Twitter going crazy. I was calling the radio stations and had my friends, Keisha, everybody called, had this song requested. We put together a contest. They had like the car and bike show in the summertime. We put together a contest for people with her single, Juke It, at the time. And we like, yo, it's called Juke It. Who can bring it? You know what I'm saying? Whoever can do this, you know, shoot me the videos. And then we're going to have somebody judge it, and you're going to dance with Drew Sidora while she perform. And it's just little stuff like that. The thing is, artists, sometimes you can't be so big in your head that you can't get involved.
Think you do stuff, yeah.
Well, they
with certain things.
A lot of people got a lot of yes men, and they'll just say yes to anything. Like, hey, is this song hot? Like, yeah, that's cool. And it's terrible most of the time.
I get like I've been extremely blessed to have opportunities to work with other people. Like even Dwayne Wade, I got a crazy opportunity to do marketing with him, and he was saying like I want to do something in Chicago. I'm from here, and I want my people. Even though I'm in Miami, he like my following here. He's like, and I like your drive. He's like, we need to work something out. What can we do? lockout happened, so that kind of cut things for me. But at the same time, to be able to talk to him directly, I didn't talk to a manager. And he's like, you know what do I need to do? I said, honestly, you got foundations that you're running in, what is it, California? You got 3 Under the Tree you're doing out there for underprivileged kids. I'm like, why you don't come to Chicago? You got a shoe, I think that was like, I think it was sponsored something like by Jordan or something like that. I'm like, Chicago. Even Michael Jordan will be in Chicago for something like that. I'm like, these are the people that you want. So first of all, kind of let's get you, let's stage something. Let's not book you. And a lot of artists and people, they want to be booked. And I'm like, come out to the club. You have somebody on the inside. I work in a club. Let me know when you're going to get here. I have security waiting. We're going to walk you up to the stage. You got a song, give me that. I'm going to have it ready to play. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not paying you. Because the thing is, why? And that's why it's like, oh, I come off blunt. But the thing is, you have to understand, people have to rock with you first.
Yep.
And, you know, that's something that when I was working with Drew, I tried to get her to come out, but she had to fly back out to LA. And I was like, if you get a chance, I was on Saturdays at Crush at the time. And I was like, why don't you come by and stop by? I'm like, just the simple fact of you being there and not being booked, you're not on the flyer, you're just going to show up, get on the mic, Chicago, what up? Thank you for the support, you know, everything like that. The next time that they watch the game or anything, they're going to be like, man,
that's all.
It's going to bring you, exactly.
And then not only that, that's a great idea, because once you go up there and the people who are like, who is that? They're immediately going to say, well, it must be somebody. And they're going right on Google, in the club, and Googling you and see everything.
The phones, exactly. We in the club now, like, man, we got drink specials if you get on Twitter. What's good? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you said, it's a good thing. So it's just a matter, like, I get a lot of people that hit me up and they send me like voice memos or freestyles and stuff like that, and I'm like, whoa, you know. But the thing,
everybody's hot. You gotta understand that. You can't tell a nigga he ain't hot.
but the thing is that even like hot or not, you have to work. And you know what I'm saying? And so what I did was like, all right, look, I'm willing to help you, because I didn't have nobody to help me to get to that point. And people say, well, why you just didn't get back into music? Because at the end of the day, I mean, even when you meet celebrities, if it's something that you want to do in the industry, you don't go talk to the celebrity, you go talk to the people that they're working for. Because they're doing what the artists are doing what they're told. The actors are doing what they're told. But the people that's getting paid are the people that's behind the scenes. So I was willing to put that aside and say, look, let me find a way to help other people to be able to get this done. So that's how I ended up working with Sinatra's.
That's what's up. Sinatra's work. Shout out to Sinatra's. He's a hard-working dude, and he's a cool dude.
Yes, that dude.
Yeah.
I met Sinatra's years ago. It was bi-level in a club. He used to be in there, you know, dancing with the long T-shirts on, and you know, I didn't even know that he rapped, but everybody knew him. Suburbs. Like out that way. So, you know, once he started really getting serious with rap and I started getting serious with marketing, I hit him up and I was like, okay, look, how about this? I'm new to this. You need my help. Let's make this happen. And so in doing that, I took him around to every spot that I had, introduced him to the DJs, and I made sure that everybody knew who he was. Word of mouth, personally, not booking you, not, you know, I get artists, man, can I get a section? Can I get a bottle when I get there? Can I perform? I'm like, don't nobody know you. Who's gonna stop our party for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you gotta work your way first. You know what I'm saying? That's something that Hot the Duck did, because he come out and he on the floor dancing with everybody. If his song come on, walking around the club, anything, that's literally what he's doing. He's got everybody on the floor doing whatever dance that he's doing at the time. And I'm like, if you don't come out and be personal first, nobody knows you.
Right. So, and that being said, percentage-wise, what do you think the average artist think about artist marketing? How do you think they value that?
You know what? I don't.
Do you think they know the importance of it?
I don't think that they know the importance of it. I don't think that, you know, sometimes you're so hungry to get on, you don't read the contract. And if you read the contract, they can say, you know what, we'll sign you, but we don't have to do your distribution. We'll sign you, but we don't have to do your marketing. You're going to have to find somewhere else to do that. So you're sitting here at the label, and they're doing what they got you in the studio. They got you, you know, with certain things. But then what you need to get the people to know you, oh, you got to do that on your own. It's not a contract. I gave you advance. What you went? You went and bought a car. You didn't think that you need to do any work on your own. Right. So, you know, if that's something that's not set in place for you, and even if it is, you still need to have some kind of input, and you have to be open to doing certain things. And that's something that I had to work with Sinatra on, because when I met him and with his music, I'm like, I love you, but you like a battle rapper all day, every day. I'm like, well, how far you trying to go? You're like, man, E, I'm trying to, you know, we gonna do this, and we gonna take it to the top, and we just gonna go crazy with it. And I'm like, all right, cool, but how? Because with the music that you make, love it, but we're gonna have to have you do something that everybody's gonna be able to repeat. And you got hot punchlines and everything like that, but we need at least one joint that I can take to these DJs and they can put it into rotation. Just so at the point when you want to do what you want to do, they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna rock with anything you do because this joint is hot. So you gotta be open.
That's crazy, because I used to host this show on 83rd and Cottage Grove, and Sinatra used to come up there. He used to have a lot of people with him. I used to be like, what the fuck is this nigga? And he used to rock out. He had like a little crew with him already and shit. I'm like, this nigga, man. He also got us fired too, because they had got into a fight.
And his stickers be everywhere, man.
Sinatra used to be going hard.
His stickers be, I was at a girl crib, she had a stick on her dress, I was pissed off. Fuck my girl.
Yeah, that ain't good. Nigga got his stick on the girl. That's worse. I'm start doing that. I'm put doves on female dresses.
I'm super happy at how popular that he's become outside of the hood. You know, now he can go into any downtown club and people will be like, okay, you cool. Because at first, when he came out, he was dressed the way that he normally, he like, man, can I wear my hat, man? I'm not about to do, I'm like, you have to. It's business. At the same time, once you get to that point, you can walk in. But right now, I need you to switch it up for me a little bit. It's a struggle because you don't want to take away the creative, stuff that they have going on, but somebody got to be the person to tell you. So they joke around with me and they call me like Tasha Mack and all this other people, because I didn't go to school for this. So it's just a matter of I pay attention to stuff and I'm always giving my opinion. Sometimes I shouldn't, but at the same time, I never do it to hurt nobody. It's just because I wish somebody would have did it for me. So I'm like, man, anything that I can do to help somebody, I have no problem doing it. But don't take it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell nobody nothing wrong because I ain't gonna tell you something that I wouldn't do.
Nah, that's what's up.
I just peeped we friends and I ain't even know it on Facebook.
What's your Facebook name?
Acire Dynasty. Carey.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
Thank you.
Yeah, that dress.
I was scared. He pulled it up. That's why I was like,
I never would be able to wear nothing like that.
Are you working on any new campaigns?
What is dress?
You know what?
Yeah, you my friend too.
Look, he saw the dress like, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I get a lot of some dudes, they be like, man, can I get your number? And they start typing like 312 and they like, dang, you already in my phone. I'm like, that don't look good on the person.
Right, when you say it that way.
Right.
Because I don't remember coming over your house.
Exactly. As of right now, you know what? Sinatra has been my main focus. I've had opportunities to work with other artists. But you know what? I've had people literally tell me, I guess because they see how much work I do for him, they say, I'm afraid that you're going to put all of your, your work into Sinatra, and I'm going to need you not to work with him if you want to work with me. And I said, are you serious? I said, well, if I'm going to bank on that, then I'm going to stick to home. So I'm like, I can multitask. It's not the issue. You're afraid that I'm going to put more into somebody else. You get in the industry, you think that you don't want on the roster?
Right.
It don't work like that. And that's what I mean by having an open mind. So right now, honestly, Sinatra is based on a true story. He has been working on this mixtape for the longest. He is a perfectionist with this one in specific. It's very personal to him. So
he talk a lot of shit too. I saw him and Shy P was going at it about the contest at the shrine.
Shy P too. Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, you rappers, but he's actually he's a real lyricist.
And it's crazy because even with all of everything with working with Sinatra, I still have to contact him, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he will do his own work. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it is you got people like that, it'll take them forever to get on. But then you got somebody like, other people that ain't doing too much.
Chief Keef? That's what you want to say.
You know what though? My little cousin, he with GBE. Tato,
So you
shut
gonna
up.
get
So
shot, man. Every week you say
Listen, I be bullshitting.
But you know what though? Truth is truth. She giving them to me came out of the blue. Like I didn't follow any previous stuff that they had. So when they came out with Don't Like, and then had Kanye and everybody else just jump on like all that. And then you got somebody like this that's been working forever, and it's like.
But that's how the game is.
Oh,
like
I know.
that.
I know.
The niggas who've been studying and writing rhymes and got the dictionary on the table.
Yeah.
No, they ain't get the
Did you
deal.
tell him not to grow dreads? You said like, he wanted to, and you told him not to.
Did I tell him not to?
Sinatra's. Okay.
He better not.
I told him.
He better not do that. You know what? That dude gets so many Chris Brown like comparisons.
Do it.
Yeah, like these girls. I don't know if it's the light skin, but
Sinatra's, if you listen,
They
just
be
choke a
on 'em.
bitch. You'll get on. Right a bitch face. That'll get you on quick.
That's what's up. So if anyone want to reach you, book you, what's the best one?
you know what? Just honestly, I'm real simple with it. Hit me on Gmail, acireceo@gmail.com. I'm all the way real with it. I'm not out here just because I see a lot of people like, you know, why you got CEO if you don't do this? You know, I didn't give myself that name. People did because of my attitude. So I claimed it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm gonna get there. You know. So anybody want to hit me up if you want to talk about a plan or anything like that as far as marketing or anything, just hit me up.
Hit on Facebook
I'm
too.
direct. Don't go to my Facebook.
My Facebook is hot, y'all.
I just saw
You know who
send me
you
a friend
remind me
request,
of, though? You know who you remind me of? Shorty who played Little Kim in Notorious.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's her name? I forgot her name, but that's like a whole swag, a whole like that's how you remind me like of her. Like she was dope. Yeah, and you look like Keke Palmer a little bit too.
Oh, I get
That's funny.
I
It
get
said Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
But you know what? I appreciate y'all for even reaching out to me because I kid you not, when Marcus hit me up on Twitter, I was like, interview me. I was like, what are we talking about? I was like, what? I don't
Well,
know.
clearly they want to talk about the dress.
You know what?
I didn't, like,
Thank you.
I saw that. You just sent me a friend request, right?
Did I?
Somebody. I just saw that dress. I know I just saw that dress. Like,
You know what?
We've been friends.
The way that I dress is gonna be, the length is gonna be at least the top part, like on my knees, and it'll be completely solid on one side, and it might be completely sheer on the other. Like I don't ever like have it all the way out, but for some reason, and I've worn dresses that have sheer. I got quite a few, but that one, for some reason, it's got so much.
I mean, it's
still
hot. It's sharp.
Thank you. Even mixed reviews, like some dude, he was like, "Man, you was real brave for wearing that." I'm like, "What does that mean?"
I'm
brave?
finna lick my iPad, man.
Oh my God.
But I mean, I think it was because guys actually can see the fact that of what I couldn't wear with the dress.
Right, and that's what it is.
Right,
Because they know it's nothing else.
I'm like, what's the big deal? I'm like, I got other dresses like that.
a lot of women have problems giving other women compliments, but that's nice.
Thank you.
I know I can't wear the
Yes,
shit,
you
but
can.
that's no, I can't.
Should've just be hanging out, but we can
First of all, my titties don't even sit like that. I had 3 kids, so my titties don't even sit like that no more.
That's hot. I
Thank
like
you.
this.
Thank you. Yeah, fashion is my thing.
So I like when women can wear shit I can't wear.
You going in?
What if you could do pictures and like I'm holding up my
Let me
iPad?
And her dress comes
That should be hot,
That-
nigga.
yeah,
That's
that'd
mean,
be
though.
the
Apple, y'all need to make a
you take out situation.
yeah. Apple need to make an iPad. You could like smell the
Well,
picture.
I was just about to say, not talking about her, but some women, trust me, you wouldn't want to smell their
You would?
picture.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because I used to bounce,
Yeah.
and I used to bounce, so some women like
Yeah, calm down.
coming in, and it's been times when I got
Really?
down.
Stinking women?
It's been times
I've never.
like literally coming in the club, you would think you just got out the tub,
Yeah.
but some people have problems. So when it gets to going down them thighs, I'm like, oh shit, just go in
Yeah.
or go home. You can't even go in tonight with that. it's ridiculous. Musty, all and it be the ones y'all be trying to hit.
Well, we don't care.
Like I've seen women, I've seen the women like they come in looking beautiful, but stink. But they stink.
Women's bathroom is worse than the men's.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
You know, the bathroom smell like a porta potty.
What's your Twitter real quick?
My Twitter is ACIRE_Dynasty. So I pretty much keep everything the same, so you'll find me.
That's what's up. Well, we're going to take a real quick break. I want to thank you again for coming out.
Thank you.
And come back to more of the J. Davis Show.
We don't need no patrol here. Listen, bright lights, plenty women, bottle out the bottle, so you know the boys spending. I'm chillin', New York Yankee on, looking for a bad bitch, trying to take her home. She chillin', dancing to her favorite song. I'm lounging, trying to see what she on.